Hey, all you Clear Lake lovers, ladies and gentlemen, and Caleb. Ross England here with Clear Lake Guide Service, your weekly fishing report. Wish I could give you better news. It's been kind of a tough bite this week. Weather's kind of been all over the board. It's just, these fish are being Clear Lake fish, which is just, sometimes they're just weird. Our current conditions, I'll go over that first. We're looking at water clarity of a foot to 2 feet at best. Algae blooms, not too bad. They kind of come and go with the day. We had cooler temperatures yesterday, much cooler today, and it's supposed to be much cooler tomorrow. So I think the algae blooms will be down, and that'll be a positive, headed in the right direction. Water temperature went from 80 degrees down to about 78, which is kind of to be expected with a little bit of cloud cover. We had a little excitement yesterday with a little fire up on Konocti that got taken care of. Jim was a part of that and got home in time for our guide trip today, which was good news. So water temperature, clarity, weed mats, not that many. There's kind of some of that cheesy looking stuff over in Nice and Lucerne, but beyond that I just haven't seen a whole lot where I've been, and honestly the wind has been so bad this week I haven't been able to really work down south as much as I have been, so I kind of got stuck fishing some afternoons back up here. The bite has changed in my opinion. You know, we're averaging 15 fish, whereas we were probably around 20. Today we worked really hard. We dealt with a lot of wind first thing this morning, cooler temperatures, even got sprinkled on a little bit, and we ended up with 12 fish today, and most of those were probably in the last hour that we fished. Just needed a little bit of sunshine. Once we got the sunshine, all of a sudden we got a bite. We were able to continue to scratch out a few topwater fish each morning, anywhere between 2 and 5 fish a morning. That's about the best that I can come up with. I know that other guys are catching frogfish. I know there's buzzbait bite going on. We tried fishing areas with jigs, and it kind of seemed like it slowed down a little bit for it. It just seemed like the bite overall this past week slowed down a little bit, and I'm chalking it off to just inconsistent weather. I don't know what else to blame it on, because I'm not going to take the blame myself. People can point their fingers at me, but I'm not taking the blame. So I think the fishing slowed down a little bit. Boat traffic has slowed down. I believe that there is a tournament tomorrow. I want to say that there's another BBT, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm sorry. I got out in a hurry this morning. So I think if you settle down, right now the main lesson on Clear Lake, if things aren't going the way that they're supposed to be going, or the way you thought they were going, number one thing is just slow down. Go to the areas that you have your best confidence in and just really pick them apart. Don't get in a hurry, whatever it is. You know, if it's throwing a worm, if it's throwing a jig, if it's throwing a spinnerbait, do those things, but do it thoroughly and really work the areas over. These fish don't move around that much. I mean, it's not like they're in this bay behind me today and then tomorrow they're gone. No, they're there. Just got to figure out what it takes to trigger them. You may not get as many bites, but you will get bites. I think the thing that has impressed me the most about this week, even though the numbers have gone down, the average quality of our fish, they're more 3-pounders now than pound-and-a-half fish. So when you get one, it's a better fish. They're fighting hard. They seem to be in really good shape. You know, they're clean fish. They're looking good. I can't remember us having a single skinny fish all week. They just were in really good condition. We worked really hard for the fish that we caught, don't get me wrong, but in the end, it was worth it. We had some different trips this week and a different variety, so that kind of changes things up too. Sometimes you can't just go straight fishing. So that's the fishing report. You got the weather, you got the lake condition report. Watch out for this weekend, because I think if the forecast is correct, I think Saturday is going to be a little bit rough. It's only supposed to get up into the high 70s. That's usually a sign of a lot of wind. Today was different. It started out windy, got windier, and now the upper end of the lake is pretty much flat. So there you go. I appreciate those few who stopped by and said hi during the course of the week, as always. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me on YouTube. You know how to get a hold of me on Facebook, or you can go to my website, clearlakeguideservice.com. We've got room the rest of this month. August has got a couple weeks left. September's going to start coming around here real quick. Should be good. So love to have you out here. Love to share some time with you. ClearLakeGuideService.com, Clear Lake Guide Service on Facebook, Clear Lake Guide Service on YouTube. You all have a good, safe weekend.